Hey everybody, welcome back to another Eagle's Nest video. We have our winner here today, Vpassion, who won with his Jupitermon deck, custom made, tailor made by himself. Vpassion, how are you doing?
I'm doing great this fine evening. Thanks, Michael. Thanks for having me on for the interview.
Yeah, so Vpassion, just in case people don't know enough about you, let us know a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, as you said, my name is Vpassion on Discord. I guess the V of passion, just very passionate about Digimon. Uh, Insanely love the game. Uh, it's yeah, I enjoy it, whether it be 1 round or 8 rounds. Enjoy it to the max. And I've been playing Digimon probably since a year after the pandemic, and just trying to get better each year and find a deck. When I like the deck, I commit to the deck and try to learn everything I can about that deck, and I'll run it for some time unless something else comes up that fancies my eye.
Yeah, yeah, and you're a humble but very strong Digimon player, and you're very frequently topping when you do play, whether it's just a locals like at Eagle's Nest or if it's a regional or something else. So we're always glad to watch you play, and it's a great performance out of you. Today we have the Jupitermon deck. So if you're a Jupitermon player, you know the basics. You've got your Iliad cards as four ofs like the Elecmon, the Agios, the Jupiter himself. But then there are some cards that you're not playing a four of. And so, for example, you got the Devimon, and it's your only TS rookie that warps you into the level 4 for free. Is Why is this Devi the best one you could be playing? Why are you not playing other TS rookies?
Yeah, for first them Devies at 3 is because Tapir's at 4. The only reason is at 4 is I want my Hiroko and Asunas to do as much search as possible in the early game. So if I can see either Elec or Tapir, which they're both at 4, my chances are like max searching is possible.
Hmm.
And then Demdevi for that draw engine, and of course, out of all the ones that Evo's for free, I like him the most because the deck really needs to see the combo pieces, the next line, whether the 5, the 6, or the Hiroko Tamer. So just trying to get the next piece to either set up or evolve up to control the board or set up for next turn.
So every rookie that you're playing is either going to draw or it's going to search, and then you're also playing seven combined of the Hiroko and the Asuna, more drawing and searching. So you're really focused on consistency. Uh, let's uh, let's just briefly go over the AGOs. You got four of each. I think without a doubt this AGO is the better one. People are going to be curious. BT25 is coming up pretty soon. Uh, does the new Agio make a difference to you? Where is
Yeah,
he?
definitely. He will make a difference because
Here he is.
the new Asia will combo really well with the Suno egg. I'm all for the Suno egg. I think that has the most synergy with the deck. Been able to pass turn and evolve up or evolve more efficiently into your next play or to when you calculate, yeah. And the new AGO helps just facilitate that evo up. And
Right.
yeah, this vanilla Agio just predominantly blocker, and there's many games where like you either have to Evo and pass turn or you swing and hope he crashes to proc, but that won't happen anymore since your new Agio will be trashing your security to help.
Nice. Yeah, okay. And then with the level fives, again, we have three Agio Choose with Russian Raid, and then we have four of the amazing Agio Choose that can pop two things or pop one really big guy, and it's got Decode, Security Attack. Uh, I mean, we could see by the ratios you like this guy more. Again, back on to the same sort of line of thinking, once BT25 comes out, I think I can imagine that you're probably gonna cut some of this guy to play the new guys. What are you? Do you like these new AGOs that are coming up?
Yeah, I think I haven't tested them, so I can't really say what's the true results, or right now is just an imagination or a feeling. Um, they're both great in their own ways. I think I would prefer the blue one just to add aggression to the deck because with the blue one, he'll help you remove up to 4 securities total with your Jupiter line. You swing with the level 4, you evo into the blue guy. The blue guy unsuspends himself. You swing with him, and then you evo into Jupiter. Jupiter trashes, and then the blue guy's inheritable unsuspends, and then you swing again, and that'll be your 4th check. So where Jupiter shines is like really fast early games, and the blue guy helps adds more of those fast games because it's hard for most decks to
Hmm.
respond on turn 2 or 3 when you yeah.
You're putting on that heat, and if they can't respond to you, well, I guess you just win. Obviously, the deck is named after Jupitermon. He's the 4 of in the deck. He's recovering. He's trashing security. He's minus DPing Digimon. He's got protection. He's really strong. But you've got a variety of other level sixes here. As far as BT24 goes, the only TS that you're missing, or Olympus 12 you're missing, is Marukimon. But I mean, who plays Marukimon in a Jupitermon deck? You've got one Neptune, two Minerva, two Venus. Are these in the deck just as filler? Do they serve a meta call kind of thing? Like, are they good against certain other decks? Like, what's the point behind the Neptune, the Minerva, and the Venus?
Yeah, first I'll speak on I guess the one of Neptune. I think right at the moment he's very like niche and meta dependent. I don't go into him really often. He's mainly for like unwinnable matchups like Millennium or so as a tech. But other than that, I go into the others way more often than him. So he might be first on the chopping block if I were to consider any other 6 in BT25.
Mm-hmm.
Minerva wise, she's a good card to end turn with if you're just setting up because there's no other level 6 you want to go in if you've pushed out, you've done your checks, and you have nothing else to really go into. So Minerva helps you set up for the next turn if you're playing a matchup that allows you to. Otherwise, yeah, going into Venus to control the board, stun some tamers from red hybrid, or prevent your opponent from making a comeback play. But other than that, yeah, they come out depending on the board state and where you're at and what's your opponent's range.
Right. So if you can win, you're going into Jupiter, but if you need to stall a
Mhm.
little bit, you're going into these guys mostly as defensive choices. I get it. Then you have Shine Greymon, Ruin Mode. He can go over most of your level sixes in the deck. It's gonna clear the board of a lot of Digimon and prevent some plays the following turn. Is this a meta call card or is this part of your main strategy? Why is he in the deck?
Yeah, still a medical. The whole day today I didn't even go into him once. We played 4 rounds. Um, More and more he's not as functional, I guess. You got hybrids. You got I guess, yeah. Today he didn't do his job as well. So he could be up into consideration, but he's also really powerful to end if you're playing, against yourself, Michael, Medusa, or Shine Gray, or Puppets. It
Hmm.
helps you, buy that window, but he's not a main strategy. He's just a
Oh,
little extra side.
I can assure you that there were puppets and what's the other deck you just said? Shine Gray players in the tournament today. You might not have run into them. So keeping it in the deck in that situation is still gonna have its merit. Okay, then we're going to the one option that you're playing. Usually TS decks will play a lot of options, and they're the TS branded options. You're playing a single copy of Blinding Ray. Now there is synergy with trashing your own security. How powerful is this card in your deck?
Yeah, I would say it's super powerful. I don't have a memory setter really, and most turns you can proc your own Inori with the bad AGO with Blinding Ray, and it just adds. It just lets you be so efficient with Jupiter since you're minusing 1 security, you're gaining 2 memory, and on top of that, your Suno is evolving for 1 less, and then your Jupiter evolves for one less for every missing security. So in the combination of those, you can be hyper efficient going into the six, and then setting up either for a kill turn or going into an OTK turn that same turn
I get it.
from yeah.
So whereas the card just says gain 2 memory, with the synergies that you're running, you're gaining sometimes 4 memory, and maybe if you have a Nori, you're even gaining 7 memory.
Hmm.
That's that
And
is
like
that is impressive on one card.
yeah, like what you were saying earlier about the other TS options, since I'm predominantly Jupiter based, I find in the build here that just, yeah, playing the three Hirokos, or four Hirokos and three Asunas, just helps so much because the early game, the only way for you to control the board is to kind of go into your fives. So you want to see them as fast as possible. So setting up rookie Hiroko, rookie Asuna, and then Asuna into a search rookie, or Asuna or Hiroko into a search rookie. I'd rather go up into a body, and the power play is getting into Jupiter or the level fives. So that's why I don't have as much options in the build.
Yeah. So that's that's your deck. The tamers are pretty standard. Did you have any closing comments that you wanted to make, or any advice for people wanting to build Jupiter?
Yeah, I would say I think for Jupiter, the biggest learning curve is probably learning the matchup you're going up against, because some matchups you just really need to be wary of your security threshold and then the range of your opponent. So, how do you end your turn, which level six to go into, and how much security will you be at, and what your opponent has added to hand, and what their range will you put yourself in, like you know, in a kill window for your opponent. So just learning the range of your opponent helps you then make your choice on your turn, because you're losing so much security sometimes, and you don't want to, yeah, just give your opponent the win by going too far south.
Right. So you can go faster by being more reckless with your own security, but you have to balance the
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
fine line between going fast enough and not giving your opponent a way to finish you off the next turn. So it is a very skill heavy deck, and knowing what your opponent's decks are up to is uh, maybe close to half of that skill that you need to pilot so well. Well, you won the tournament and you played against some awesome players, so it was not an easy feat for you. Congratulations. I mean, final round you beat Bren, who was on our channel here not too long ago after winning a regional. So, you're what do we call it? A regional slayer, champion slayer. So, thank you again, Vpassion, and congratulations on your first place. And have a good night.